Hi guys, in today's video I want to introduce you to how you can move to New Zealand as a permanent resident. So there is two routes. It is either you move with a straight resident visa or you have to move with work to resident visa. That means that you have to work in New Zealand for 2 years, then you become a permanent resident, or you have to move at once and become a permanent resident. So guys, there are a lot of positive reasons why you may need to move to residence, why you may need to move to New Zealand. Apart from the environment, you also have to consider the health sector, the education quality, and a whole lot of values which they have to add to you, including your children. Okay. Then the beautiful thing again is that another update I would like to give to you is that New Zealand has replaced the shortest skill occupation list with a green list. So which means now you have to look for your roles in the green list. And there are so many green list roles which have been published by the New Zealand government. And recently again they've moved secondary school teachers to the green list, which means if you're a secondary school teacher, you can actually move with the straight resident visa. So guys, I want you to stay tuned as I take you through my screen. Let us see what the New Zealand government have for us new. Cheers. So, guys, this is my screen. Today, I'm talking about the New Zealand immigration. Well, this process tells you how you can move to New Zealand move to New Zealand to become a permanent resident. So there are different routes which is currently applicable. Either it is straight to New Zealand, straight to residence visa, which means that once you move, you can become a resident upon arrival, or it can be work to resident visa, which means you need to work for at least 2 years before you can become a permanent resident of New Zealand. So either way, it is all a permanent resident program. So another important thing is that the New Zealand have replaced the shortest skill occupation list with the green list, and so I'll be telling you more about the green list rules. Okay, so we'll come back to that. So I'd like you to go through this with me quickly, as quick as possible, so that you can see how you can move to New Zealand within the next 1 year or two as a permanent resident. Okay, so you can see this is the straight to resident visa, which means once you apply, you can move to New Zealand as a permanent resident. Okay, yeah, but for you to be able to apply for this, you need to first your length of stay. Of course, if you get this visa, is indefinite, and the age range is you have to be younger than 55, which means you must be at maximum 54 years or younger. Okay, at the time of application, and the cost for this visa is 4,290 New Zealand dollar, and the processing time is 4 months. You can see, that is within 80% anyway. Achieve this within 4 months. So with this visa, you can actually live in New Zealand. You can work and study in New Zealand. It also includes your partner and your dependent children who are aged younger than 24, but they have to be single and they have to be children whom you still take care of. If they're already independent, they will not be able to come with you, okay, in this visa. So this is wonderful. I mean, most visa will say after 18 years they can't move with you, but this up to 24 years of old child can stay move with you, okay? These are things you need to note. At the time you apply, you must be working for or have a job offer from an accredited employer. So for you to be able to move through this visa, you must have gotten a job, okay, in New Zealand. So this is where people get so scared, but I'm going to show you how you can get a job, which website you need to visit, and how you can find these jobs that can allow you to come to New Zealand. Your role must also be on Taiwan of the green list and meet the requirements set out in the green list for your role. So this is the green list role and requirements. So we can visit this as we go on, okay? Yeah, other dependent children under 24, your application must be single, without children or of their own, and only supported financially by you. Otherwise, they will not be eligible. You can either come to New Zealand on a work visa now and apply for the straight to resident visa or apply from outside of New Zealand. So it is either way, like I've said, okay? Yeah, so these are just like a bit more details what you need to know to apply. I mean, so look at it. Identity. You must provide proof of your identity. Sure. These are the proof of identity that has been accepted. Then the next thing is character. You must be of good character. So you must have a police character certificate in your home country. Um, you must be of good health, showing that you are able to work in New Zealand. So you provide a medical fitness certificate, and your age must be below 55 years of age. And relationship with family, if you are including your partner or children in your application, you must have a genuine relationship with them. It's not like when you claim someone is your child and he's not. You must have a legal, even if you adopt a child, you must have a legal backing to prove that he is your child. Then English language, you must speak and understand English. So there must be test of English, not exemption, no way out. Okay, and your partner also, um, who your partner and children 16 years and over must speak English or pay for classes to learn English in New Zealand. Previous work experience, you must meet your role requirement in the green list. So most green lists will tell you must have worked for 2 years, whereby some of them in IT sector do not really care about your work experience. Okay. Acceptable employment, you must meet the criteria for an acceptable employment in New Zealand. Look at details means you will be working. Look, you work for an accredited employer or you have a job offer from one. Your role is on Taiwan of the green list. You meet the roles requirement such as media wage of salary threshold, registration, professional membership, or qualification. Your employer is full-time and genuine. The role is permanent or fixed term for at least 12 months or a contract for at least 6 months or more. So these are because some of them are like seasonal workers, so at least 6 months contract for such. So if you want to check if your employer is accredited, you can check. If you want to see the green list role, you can hit up here. So for accredited employers, I've just opened it already. This is how you can search. You can come here and either put their name or the New Zealand business number. So there's a business number if you register as a company in New Zealand, then you have a business number. So you can enter that business number or you can put the name of the business here. So it's either way. Okay. Then you hit up search, then you find out if the employee is accredited because some persons will claim they're accredited, but they are not accredited in reality. And the New Zealand business number is a 13-digit number, okay? So if they are not accredited, don't waste your time because you'll not be able to come through this process, okay? Yeah, so that is it. Let's go back to the green list rules. So these are the green list rules. So you can go through them. There are so many of them, okay? Let me just click see more. Yeah, you can keep going, see more, see more. But if you want to see them one after the other, I won't go through all of them because there are 205 and each page is just 30, okay? Acoustic engineer, addiction practitioner, aeronautics aerospace engineer, aeronautics aviation engineer, aeronautical avionics engineer, aircraft maintenance engineer, avionics, aircraft maintenance engineer, mechanical aircraft maintenance engineer, structures, alcohol and drug clinician, ambulance paramedic, anesthesia technician, anesthetics analyst programmer, assistant dairy farm manager, audiologist, audiometrics, automotive electrician, back operator, building associate, building project manager, bulldozer operator, cardiologist, cardiothoracic surgeon, career counselor, chemical engineer, chief information officer, chiropractor, civil engineer, civil engineering technician, clinical dental technician, dental prosthetics. So you can go through all of them and you see that there are so many of them. I mean, I can't just go through all of them, but I will just click and keep moving, so that you have an idea what I'm saying. So these are the number of people in the green list who can actually get permanent residency from outside of Australia, and these are all Taiwan roles. Okay, look at some of them are type 2 roles. So if you see type 2 role, you will not be able to apply from outside of Australia, but you will be able to come to Australia, work for 2 years, and become um, what is it called, a permanent resident in Australia. Okay, so that is how it works. Yeah, so there's so many of them. I will just stop here because if I keep going on and on, this video is going to be too long, which I don't really want it to be that long. Okay, so that is it. Let's go down to this place. Okay, I've said all this, so I'll take you to the next page. This is the next page, which I will like to highlight some information. Yeah, there is an update which is taking effect from May. You know, the secondary school teachers have been moved to the straight resident pathway, so which means secondary school teachers have been moved to Taiwan. Okay, and it took effect on May. So if you're a secondary school teacher, now you can actually move to New Zealand from outside of Australia. Okay, from May 2024, secondary school teachers move to straight to resident pathway on the green list of in-demand role. The government has announced that secondary school teachers will move to straight to residence pathway on the green list of in-demand role. This moves this move helps fill the likely shortage of secondary school teachers in the short to medium term. The changes or this change allow eligible overseas secondary school teachers to apply for residence from outside New Zealand when they have an offer of employment with an accredited employment employer and without needing to work for 2 years in New Zealand first. These changes comes into effect in May. Other teachers remain as status quo, as it was. Yeah, so that is the current information. Okay, yeah. So if you would like to explore additional information like getting a job, this is where you can hit up to see how you can get a job. I told you I'm going to show you how you can get a job. So their website is a full resource itself. So you can see getting a job. Um, Occupation registration, check if you need to register. Okay. Um, Recognize seasonal employer list. There are seasonal employer lists if you want to be a fruit picker, maybe a cultivator, a gardener, stuff like that. You know, you can hit up here and see the list of. You can contact them and get application rolling with them. Occupational registration for a post-study work visa. This is for someone who is already there. Supplementary seasonal employer list. This is additional employer list. This is an employer list. Taking part in an approved work exchange scheme. How we define a specific purpose of event. Global impact visa. So these are all options. Okay. Then you can see the details. Detail about all the things I've said. Then the next is skilled work. You can hit up here to see skid works, different skid works. Let me see. Is it still putting? Yeah, that is it. So for skid work, you can actually check skid employment for skid migrant resident category visa. Okay. Skid work experience for the skilled migrant category resident visa. Okay. Okay, look at what they wrote. If you claim points for your work experience in your expression of interest for a skilled migrant visa, you need to show that you have that experience when you apply. The information on this page applies to people who receive an invitation to apply before 9 October 2023. These are for pre October 2023, but you can see more information about skilled workers. Then you can also see the work rights. How long can you work in New Zealand? Okay. How long you can stay on an AEWV visa and a whole lot of other information. But then let's leave them and explore more information on jobs. Now you can actually use some job websites to find a job, which I'm going to show you actually. Um, I'll show you. Yeah, you can use seek.co.nx to find a job in New Zealand. And simply what you need to put is visa sponsorship. If you put this, it will help you to find jobs which you can actually get visa sponsorship. Okay, you can see chef de partie, you can see dentist, you can see banking consultant, you can see train maintenance technician, you can see registered nurse, uh, podiatrics, audit senior associates, and a whole lot of other jobs. I mean, I don't have to go through all this, okay? So you can see here there is 159 jobs for this very search. I can also change the category and it will also increase. You can also use LinkedIn, LinkedIn New Zealand jobs. I just want to show you a simple way to get these things rolling. Okay, you can see 566 are new. When they say new, just posted a few days back. So this is how you can also progress with your job search. And with this, you can find maintenance lead. For example, if you hit up maintenance lead, you can see what they want from you and you can hit up the application with them. So, guys, this is how you can find a job in New Zealand. I don't really want to take you through all this, but then I want you to know the scale, the list in the scale, and what makes you eligible, and how you can start the application process. And this is also showing you that you can actually move to become a resident of New Zealand right from outside of New Zealand without being New Zealand previously. So, guys, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you are going to give this a trial. Remember, you need to have a very good English score. You need to have a good CV for you to be able to find a job. So, these are all what you need to put in place, and you have to apply so many times. Don't apply once or twice and tell me I've been applying. So, guys, do not forget to give me a like and share this video to your network. Cheers.